Every man has a price.
Broccoli.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tanner Davis and welcome back to another WWE predictions video. Today, we will be predicting WWE's Bash in Berlin match card. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and the Double D's Double Deluxe. We got the green screen back. Because we're in the Double D's Double Deluxe, please welcome the other half of Double D's, my twin brother, C-Day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Double D's Double Deluxe. We got the green screen in the back. It's going to show all the match card renderings for y'all. But we're going to get started on the first match. We have 5 matches on the card. It's stacked but small. And our first match
Team, can you give me a second? Because that intro, my ears are hurting. After hearing that sound, that piercing sound of the Booty Busters theme song, my ears are just... I just might need a second, just like silence, because my ears they're dead.
We don't have time for silence, C-Dave. We have time for the first match, and it's for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Your current champions, the unholy union of Alba, Fyre, and Isla versus Bianca, Belair, and Jade, Cargill. Now, it was Bianca and Jade that held the tag team titles up until Clash at the Castle in Scotland, where the team of Alba, Fyre, and Isla, the unholy union, won the tag team championships in a 6-woman triple threat. It was Bianca Belair, Jade, Cargill defending against the Unholy Union and Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, and it was the Unholy Union that won the titles in their home country of Scotland. And that sets up for Bash in Berlin. The two teams, Unholy Union, your current champions, and Bianca and Jade, the challengers. C-Dave, with all that, you've won SummerSlam predictions. You were undefeated up until the final match on that card, the main event, which was Cody, Rhodes, and Solo Sikoa.
I made a bold prediction.
But we had a big return. We had Roman Reigns returning. So even if you lost that last match, you still had Roman returning, which was big hype. But with all that being said, you do get the first prediction of the video. Are you going with the champions? You going with the challengers who were the champions? Who you got taking home the first match in Berlin, Germany?
Well, I was cooking last video. I'm going to once again cook again. Hashtag C-Dave can cook. And I'm going to go with the champions retaining, because I've been chomping at the bit for Jade, Cargill, and Bianca to go against each other. I don't know who's going to turn heel. I want Jade to turn heel. But it could be Bianca for, like, she's been face her entire career, right? It could be Bianca, and it would shock everybody. One of them's going to turn on each other. I'm going to have Alba, Fyre. What's up, girls?
Isla
retain and beat Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, that's cool. Bianca and Jade, it'd be nice. I would rather see Jade as the heel and Bianca as the face, because that's what we're used to. I don't really know how Bianca will fare as a heel. If they do split up, Survivor Series is right around the corner. It's got to be on a big match card. It's got to be on one of the big 4.
But you got to build up to it, right? So it would have to happen now.
Maybe starting now. We will see. I'm going with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. On paper, they're the better team. They're the more intimidating team. And therefore, that's who I have winning. Next match on the card is a rivalry that started all the way back at the Royal Rumble of this year with the in-ring return of CM Punk. Drew McIntyre put CM Punk, big future shark DDT, boom, tricep blow. Tricep blowout. CM Punk was off on the shelf for a good amount of months, came back at SummerSlam. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, special guest referee. Drew McIntyre came out with the win. They're continuing the rivalry in Berlin, Germany, this time with the stipulation of a strap match. It's CM Punk, Drew McIntyre first man to touch all 4 corners while strapped to their competitor wins the match. Like C-Dave said in SummerSlam, he said Drew McIntyre was going to win so the rivalry can continue. If CM Punk would have won, the rivalry would still continue regardless. But since Drew McIntyre won the first match, and this rivalry is probably going to keep going for a good while, CM Punk's got to win this one. He can't go 0-2. CM Punk's winning the strap match in Berlin, Germany. And that takes it over to C-Dave's prediction. Who you got?
I agree. CM Punk wins this match, continues the rivalry. I mean, Drew McIntyre's a bigger guy, so I feel like the momentum to force him through the corner would be that's how it would end up. But I mean, logically, Drew McIntyre should win. He's got probably 50 to 100 pounds.
But when Larry interferes and costs Drew
Larry.
McIntyre the match, that's how CM Punk's gonna win.
No, I'm gonna hear, let's light it up, light up tonight. That's what we're gonna hear. That's who's gonna.
All right, we're gonna go into the next match.
Meow meow meow, meow 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 meow.
So this really is something that started, years ago with the return of the Rated R Superstar Edge. Came back, Edge with long hair. He went up against Randy Orton at Backlash. This was all during quarantine, COVID. He ended up, I can't remember who won. Y'all can put it down in the below. But I do remember towards the end of the match, boom, tricep blew off. He blew off his tricep.
What doggy's old head blown off the tricep?
And so he was off the shelf. He was off the shelf, and then he returned again, had a little something. Then he cut his hair or whatnot and turned heel, and he recruited Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley as part of the original Judgment Day. Then they tried to get Dom in. Dom ended up joining, then they ended up turning on Edge because Finn Balor also came in. It was a whole lot. Then you had the new Judgment Day, which was Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Dominik Mysterio, and over the past year or so, JD McDonough had joined in after trying to join for multiple weeks onto months. R-Truth was in it, who said that JD should not get in. Well, it looks like the Judgment Day has found their new victims. They ended up turning on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, 2 of the original members. They go out, they coined the term the Terror Twins, and Dominik Mysterio has found himself a new mommy. And the current Women's World Champion of Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan is now part of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are ticked off. The Judgment Day keeps trying to get on them and beat them up every week. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley just got the upper hand this past Raw after getting beat up week after week. It's setting up for a tag team match. It's Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins, taking on Dirty Dominik Mysterio and your Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
Now, the way I view this rivalry is much of a race, like a cat and a dog. So you have Dom and Liv as the cat, and Damian and Rhea as the dog, and as soon as the dog catches up with the cat, it's over. And I feel the dog is almost right there at the cat. But the only way to keep this rivalry going, it won't end at Bash of Berlin. Dom and Liv win this match because the dog's right there, and so it allows the cat to escape further down the road until eventually the dog catches up again and will catch the cat. Dom and Liv win this.
Regardless of who's winning for storyline factors, it's in Berlin, Germany. Damian and Rhea are the faces. They're the more intimidating team. On paper, it makes sense. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley beat Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Therefore, I'm going with the Terror Twins to beat Dirty Dom and Liv in Berlin, Germany. That's really the only reason I'm going with Damian and Rhea, because it is in Berlin, Germany, and they would tear the house down if the faces didn't win. The King of the Ring finals. It's Gunther on the Raw side facing the winner of the SmackDown brand, Randy Orton. And it was veteran versus, also veteran but newbie in terms of comparatively to Randy Orton being in the WWE for like 30 years and Gunther being in here for 5-ish, maybe a little under 10. Gunther ended up winning, becoming the King General. But it was a little slide, roll up, whatever you want to call it, that ended the match. And it was Randy Orton that picked his shoulder up that the referee didn't see. And the storyline is Triple H said, Randy, you're going to get another match. So Randy Orton just this past month, after SummerSlam, came out on Raw, challenged Gunther for the rematch. This time, Gunther has a championship. So it's Gunther, your world heavyweight champion, the King General, defending the championship versus the Viper, Randy Orton. It's a big match. This should be the main event. I believe it will be. WWE.com does not have it as the main event listed as the final match on the card. Still probably going to be the main event. It's Gunther. It's Europe. He's a really, really big name. And Randy Orton's also a very big name. It doesn't hurt him to lose. It doesn't hurt his character. It doesn't hurt his momentum. He's been here for 30 years. He's Randy Orton. It will not hurt him to lose to Gunther. And Gunther only will gain momentum. I have the champion, Gunther, retaining. Bash in Berlin. It's in Europe. I have all the faces winning these past 3 matches. But this time I'm going with the heel, Gunther, retaining. Bash in Berlin. See, Dave?
Usually when I have Randy winning, I hear voices in my head. This time, I don't hear any. Gunther is a big name in Berlin, of course. And for me, I think this is a filler match for the World Championship. If Randy were to win, I feel like it would be closer to John Cena's return. I just think those two have to have something when John Cena gets here. For that reason, Gunther, the Ring General, retains. The Ring General.
For our main event, the WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes is defending against Kevin Owens. We had this, it's a random opponent just to kind of have Cody have somebody to face in Berlin, Germany. He's a big name. They're going to have big names in Berlin. Berlin's paying a lot of money to have WWE come in there and have a premium live event. Cody Rhodes was like, I don't have a challenger. Kevin, you're one of my best buds, and Randy has a championship opportunity. He's one of your best buds and my best buds too. So how about you challenge me for my championship? Kevin was like, I don't think I deserve it. Give it to somebody who deserves it. And Cody was like, well, I've kind of beaten everybody who would potentially deserve it, so how about I just give it to you? And Kevin was like, okay, Cody, if you insist. And so they're having a match in Berlin, Germany. It's the main event. See, Dave, who's winning?
You know how much I just absolutely love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, I don't know who threw this match together, but whoever did needs to be fired. I don't want to see Kevin Owens in a World Championship picture. Cody obviously retains here and goes on to face whoever's next as his challenger, with him being champion.
Yeah, I don't know who Cody is facing next for the championship. Who is the biggest heel on SmackDown? Kevin could turn heel, and it could continue a storyline with Kevin Owens. Maybe Randy could come back and turn heel. This could be a big match on paper. Regardless, I'm going with Cody retaining. Only makes sense. Cody doesn't need to drop it in Berlin, Germany right now. Like I said, they're going to make most of the faces win for this international premium live event. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the video. We're back in college. Double D's, double deluxe. Sorry there hadn't been many videos, many live streams coming out. Been really busy with classes and part-time jobs and everything. But we do appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. If you stayed all the way to the end, comment. What should they comment?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Okay, comment grilled cheese down in the comments below. First person to comment grilled cheese is going to get pinned. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a safe, fantastic, and amazing rest of your day. As always, my name is Tanner Davis, alongside my co-host C-Dave, and we will catch you in the next video. Goodbye.